Here we go. I'm gonna wait till we get going, see if see what the power is like. But so far, so good. No fair, you guys get the tunes. Oh yeah, I just said no fair. These guys got the tunes. Oh, cool. Right on. So far, lots of power. There's no doubt about that. But obviously it's not quite as smooth as my Suzuki. It's got the typical cruiser rumble. But that's one of the things that's desired about a Harley cruiser, especially a muscle bike like this. I find this, earlier I had taken out the Indian motorcycles, and I was on the Chief Dark Horse, I think it was called. I find it very similar to that, both in power and in handling. But this is still cooler. In fact, it's 10 times cooler. Oh, it's got guts for sure. They need to get out somewhere. We're going to open these up. And this is it's supposed to be 80 here. We're not even barely doing that. Feel the rumble. What a baby. This one comes in the, I don't know what you call it, kind of like a clouded chrome rather than, I personally like the, you know, the bright chromy chrome. The shiny chrome, I guess you call it. I just feel dirty all over. Ride my Harley. I feel like a bad boy. Woo! Come on, I want to go. Move it. Man, this biker gang stuff just isn't for me. I'm a loner. I need to get out of here and split off this group. Go on my own, you know. Pave my own path. Ride my own speed. I'm out of here, man. No, I better not. Pretty sure Harley Davidson will come after me. Come on, guys, let's go. I remember when I took out the Indian motorcycles earlier this summer, there was a couple of spots along the route that they took us that they, you know, they opened it up. Harley Davidson. Oh man, makes me proud to be an American. Even though I'm Canadian. Well, for suspension, it's handling the bumps great. really smoothes out. I mean, these roads aren't the best, and I mean, I can hardly feel them. If I was on my sport bike, I'd be feeling them. But... So I'll give it a 10 out of 10 for the suspension on this thing. Handling, you know, it's not my sport bike, but you know, I'm surprised. It's that great big ass fat tire in the back. It goes around these corners pretty good. You got to put a little bit of work into it, but it'll lean for you. Seating position, very comfortable. I love the floorboards. I was sitting on the Fat Bob earlier, and it's only got the foot pegs, and I think if I had a Fat Bob, I'd definitely invest in floorboards. This is just like sitting on your couch at home with a set of handlebars. I want to be a biker. I want to be a biker. I want to be a biker today. I'm just a rebel. I'm just a rebel biker. I'm just a rebel biker today. Hey, hey, hey. Do 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 do. Not quite sure why they put aftermarket pipes on this, because I mean, these are plenty loud. It's not like my Suzuki. I can't even hear the bloody thing unless I really start whining it out. The only reason I'd change it is maybe if I could find better quality of sound, but I wouldn't necessarily need them louder. To me, this is plenty loud. That's a nice bike for two. Not sure what that one is. I got a lot of models. I think that one, that gray one, that matte gray on the left, is probably a Ultra Glide or something like that. Super Glide.
So I thought I'd do a voiceover for the last part of the video here. Obviously during the ride I wasn't talking too much about the bike because I'm kind of taking it all in and processing it all, and then afterwards I usually come to my opinion. I've seen some reviews on YouTube before, and I always found it funny how some guys are barely out of the gate and they already got a full opinion on the bike that they're riding. But anyway, each to their own. So I got 4 positives and 2 negatives. one negative is not even about the bike itself. It's the price. And this is in Canadian dollars. It's a start price for a 2019 2019 Fat Boy in Canada here is $23,000. Now I seen two Fat Boys in the dealership, and they were $25,000 and $26,000. So that's probably after you get ABS and different options like that that bring the price up. Now here's my opinion. Let's call a spade a spade. I mean, it comes down to it. These are just toys. They're toys for grown men and grown women. Take it how you want. If you think they're worth it or not. Anyway, as the saying goes, if you want to play, you got to pay. Especially when it comes to big names like Harley. The only other negative, and this is the only one thing about the looks I didn't like, is the mirrors. I don't know if you guys remember those Mickey Mouse hats when you were younger. Those black Mickey Mouse hats, big ears on them. That's what those mirrors remind me of. For some reason, they remind me of Mickey Mouse ears. But that's the only part of the looks I didn't like. Otherwise, in my first positive will be on the looks, I guess. I'll continue with that. And there was a lot of controversy over the headlight, that new headlight. And I found that big chunky sort of triangle looking headlight, square looking headlight with the big chunky chrome wrapped suspension. I loved it. I thought it was great. To me, that's one of the standout features of that bike. And to me, it just screams muscle bike. I thought it was great. It was awesome. I love the looks of the whole thing, and even the rest of the bike, the lines and that, lines on the bike, the whole body looks great. The whole shape. Power, gobs of power down below. I mean, I'm coming off of kind of a sport standard, a sport bike, and so I like a little bit of oomph in my bikes, and I'd be happy with it if I went from a sport bike to this bike, and the only thing I would have liked to is ride it out on like a multi-lane highway, just so I could open it up more. I think the fastest I got going, and as much as those roads, they were nice and scenic and they were nice, but you just couldn't get going fast enough. And I think the fastest I got going was about 110 kilometers an hour, which converted for our American friends is, I think I worked it out to like 68 miles an hour. It would have been nice to open it up to 80, 90 miles an hour just to really get it moving. Because really, I couldn't get much out of third gear. Because anytime I went up in fourth and fifth gear, it was just too sluggish. So I had to keep it down in first, second, and third during the whole trip. Handling. Those big chunky tires. It was a little extra work going around the corners, but just slow her down a bit, and you'll do okay. But the positive thing about those wider tires is when you're going those long haul straight stretches, especially let's say you hit cracks in the road. A thinner tire might get jarred around more, where you might not even notice on a big wide tire. You might just go right over it and not even notice. So it makes for a nice, smooth, long haul when you're going on those long straight stretches. And last but not least, comfort. That seat, the floorboards, and the handlebars were, as far as I'm concerned, perfection, along with the suspension. The seat was just wide enough and just plush enough, and had a nice shape to it. And of course, those floorboards were just amazing. You stretch right out there and relax. And the handlebars were what I would call kind of more of like I guess you would call it kind of a buckhorn type style. But they were very comfortable. And that suspension, I don't know if you noticed in the video, there was a couple times where I come across the road where it was a little bit beveled. And that suspension just soaked it up, and it was great. Anyway, this is the conclusion of part 2 of my day. And I'll be putting up part 3 soon, and it'll have where I take out the 2019 Harley Davidson Fat Bob. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'd like to thank Barry Harley Davidson for putting on a great demo day, and of course Harley Davidson Canada for showing up with the motorcycles. And so thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.